Hello, Pastor Jeremiah again. I'm here wanting to share with you some of the highlights and some of the important points regarding kingdom family discipleship. In my last session with you, I actually talked about generational discipleship. And the whole aim of it is to strengthen, empower parents to disciple their children, first of all. And further than that, is to help our parents in the church to become spiritual parents who will be able to help disciple children that come into the church without Christian parents or without Christian background, and maybe some of them may be even orphans that do not have parents at all, and they would require spiritual parents from the church. So have that in mind as you are growing in your spirituality of discipleship. And this morning, I'm going to deal with the vision of New Life Restoration Center represented by 3 B's. And the 3 B's are bring up people, build the church, and bless the nations. I had that long time ago when we were still trying to figure out what's the vision of the church and so on, and I came up with these 3 phases. And today I'm going to deal with the first one, bring up people. So if generational discipleship is about bringing up people, then it's of necessity that we figure out the direction and the aim of bringing up people. Where is our destination? Bring up people unto what and where? So I just want to bring it back to you about all that I've been talking about, is to bring up people for God's kingdom mission like Jesus. Because that was what Jesus, the Son of God, came for. He came to this earth to actually carry out the Father's mission, and it is about the kingdom of God on earth. And it is also, to do that, it is actually to counter Satan's agenda, who had dominated the earth ever since he caused humanity to fall in sin. And it is like a vision bringing up people to recover the lost generations, but also the lost grounds of the rule of God in this world, on this earth. And of course, bring it closer to home. We do not wish for our families to have to continue in any lost grounds to the devil. And so it's important that we understand the first thing, that bring up people is for God's kingdom mission. And it is to be like Jesus and to be able to bring about the victory of God's kingdom, the victory or the dominion of God's kingdom, to displace Satan's dominion at home, in our world, and on this earth. So what does it mean to bring up people? It does mean to empower generations to be a people of God's presence and with prayer power. Because by the end of the day, like I have told you, that the idea of teaching his disciples about the Lord's Prayer, Jesus was actually talking to them about bringing about the kingdom of heaven upon earth. The will be done, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's actually in the context of prayer. And so therefore, if the people of God, you are empowered as a generation of people that are in the presence of God, powerful in prayer, you will go very far in bringing about the spiritual realm of God to counter the spiritual realm of the enemy on this earth. And so it is very important that this whole idea of kingdom must embrace the need to be, like I mentioned earlier, a few things about discipleship, as a house of prayer. Your home needs to be a house of prayer, okay? And so it's not just only the church. Your home is the first church. Actually, the studies have actually named the family as the little church, and in some other documents we realize they call the family as the domestic church. And so therefore, the home as a house of prayer is very important, because this is the essence of the spirituality of prayer that will undergird what it is to be under God's kingly authority. And in this bringing up people, the culture of honor is important, because as you honor God's authority and are in godly fear of the Lord, and that your character and your values will bring about the reality of the King's mission on earth as well as at home. So, dear brothers and sisters, bringing up people is about God's kingdom mission in your life. And your mission must include discipling your own children and family. And discipling them in what? Discipling a household that will be empowered in God's presence with prayer power that is from God's kingly authority, that will enable you to do that and to be effective in seeing prayers answered. And the whole idea is to make sure that you are under alignment. Disciple or bringing up people in alignment under heavenly authority, under godly authority, so that the flow of God's grace, the flow of God's blessing, the flow of God's authority will come down right into your home and into your workplace and into your life. God bless you, and I'll see you again.